This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the 100th season of the TMossBoss show. And in today's episode, I figured, you know what? I've talked about these guys so much throughout my time having my podcast. I might as well do a episode for them for my 100th season. Excuse me again, I had some food. And them afterburps, bro. Them afterburps is just, they hit me right now. I don't know why. It's like, after I'm done eating, right? There's like this whole process. Like, I was sitting downstairs uploading a video, right? I was uploading the stream onto my gaming channel. And then there's like the process of me like throwing the stuff away, cleaning up my area, going upstairs, setting up my computer. I never had them afterburps at that time. For some reason, right when I'm starting to do something, that's when I get them. And it's always my podcast, bro. It's always my podcast. I don't remember doing this in any of my videos. I don't remember doing it in my streams. It's always my podcast, bro. I'm telling you, it's weird. It's super weird. But anyways, but no, overall, I wanted to talk about my haters. Now, if you guys don't know too much of me, like this is your first time hearing of a podcast episode, haters was an interesting topic. You're wondering what I'm going to be talking on. Here you are, all right? So, yeah, since 2016, that's why I came across one guy that, like, he has, like, a vendetta against me and stuff. Like, it won't matter how big he is. I'm always going to be a part of his mind. Like, that's somebody where it's like, I really don't use, like, you know, today's, like, lingo, trends, not topics, but, sayings. You know, I really don't use them too much. But one saying that I will use, and it was being used around a lot at one point in time, but one saying that I will use is that I live in this man's head rent-free, all right? Now, he might have a lot of, people living in his head rent-free. You know, some may be paying rent. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on in this guy's head, but I know for a fact I'm living in this man's head rent-free because the thing was, like, the person I am talking about is the robot guy. At one point in time, he was a smaller YouTuber than me. He had far less views, far less subs. He was a much, much more smaller YouTuber than me. I was his, he felt like he needed to involve his life in the mine. I really didn't care. You know, I didn't care at all. Like, bro, at the end of the day, I am here to entertain people. If you don't like it, hey, guess what you can do? You can never come back to my channel again, point blank simple. But that wasn't enough. That little idea didn't pop in his head and stuff. And then at some point in time, he grew much more bigger. He got more subs than me. He's getting more views than me. He still feels like that he needs to involve, you know, himself in my life somehow. And it's like, fam, nobody cares. That's the one thing that I feel like that he hasn't fully accepted or that he just doesn't really know. But it's like, fam, nobody, okay, absolutely nobody besides your fans, anybody else outside of that circle does not care about me. They don't. So when you sit down and think about it, all those videos that he did about me for however long he worked on those videos, I would imagine that he put some time and effort into those videos, right? I imagine that because like the way they would describe a content creator as a content creator that's sitting down for days, weeks, or however long working on one video, right? I would imagine that that's what he did on all those videos. I would imagine that he put a lot of time and effort into all those videos. And the sad part about it, nobody cares. Nobody cares besides his fans. That's it. Those are the only people that watch those videos. So when you sit down and think about it, in reality, you know, he's not really going anywhere with making videos about me. Even still to this day, having those videos up, what are they achieving? What did they accomplish? Absolutely nothing. And that's the sad thing about it, is that he upload those videos at different times, right? He upload those videos at different times. Each one of those times, mass amount of hate, bro. Like, for those that wasn't there, for those that might have like just recently followed me, subscribed to me, you know, whatever. Yeah, overall, like, those videos, he upload those videos at different times. Each and every one of those times, like, I was getting mass amounts of dislikes across all my videos, bro. All my videos. From 2016 to 2020, all my videos. Well, it was towards the end of 2016, and then, like, at some point in time in the beginning. So it was in the, like, kind of like in the beginning of the pandemic. You know, like, I had to say, like, it was at that time when they had stopped and stuff. So, like, it wasn't, like, fully of 2016. But, I mean, there were at times in 2016 when he would talk about me. Because me and him, we came across each other in the beginning of 2016. And I remember he did do a video about me, and it didn't get, like, all that hate and attention, like how, or, like, my channel didn't get all that hate and attention, like how it was, like, towards the end of that year. But, man, I'm telling you, like, the thing is that a lot of the times, like, it wasn't even about, like, them, like, when I would get hate comments from his fans, it wasn't even about the videos half of the time. Like, yeah, I'll admit, I got some videos talking on, like, you know, reaction, or some comments talking about reaction videos and all that stuff and my attitude. Like, they would, you know, overall, like, mirror what he would say in my comment section. So that's why, like, you know, if anybody was wondering how come I don't sit down and take the time to watch, like, hate videos about me, is because the fans are already spoiling the videos. You're already telling me by disliking the video and by leaving hate comments, this video about me isn't going to be good. See, here's what I would do to just really confuse a person and to get a person to watch my video. I would do the video, right? And I know the fans are going to watch the video, but I'll do the video, and at the very end of the video, tell them, like, hey, don't go over to this guy's channel spreading hate, spread positivity, then send him back to this video. So then when he goes and watches the video, then it gets to that portion where it's all like, oh yeah, by the way, this is a hate video. So, and I'm like, but the thing is, he wouldn't do some stuff like that. Robot, he would never do nothing like that. He's not creative. He doesn't think about those type of things. At the end of the day, all he thinks about is those that he doesn't like falling beneath him. I'm not that guy. My thing is this, and the reason why I say that there will never be a day where I'll fall beneath him. Like, yeah, he has more subs than me. He gets more views than me, but I'll never fall beneath him. I'll never fall. I'll never crumble. I'll never crash. This dude had his whole channel and more, because it was like he was a growing YouTuber. He, like, grew his channel a lot throughout that time when he was just, you know, dropping hate video after hate video on me. His channel was growing a lot. So on top of a growing channel, you're making these videos, and that's sending more people my way. Here I am, still here, celebrate my 100th season of my podcast, streaming twice a day, uploading a gang of videos on 43 YouTube channels. I'm saying, like, if anything. And then, like, it's weird because it wasn't even his situation that humbled me. It wasn't it wasn't like the situation that he brought upon me that humbled me or motivated me or changed me. Like, overall, me sitting down and just being like, hey, you know what? I gotta do some videos. Myself humbled me. Myself motivated me. The funny thing is that when he would talk on, like, helping my channel, you know, and all that crap, like, and then his fans saying, like, oh, you should have accepted his help, blah, blah, blah. He said that at a point in time when my channel was, like, before I hit 10K. I remember when I very first hit 10K, it was in 2017. And I remember I made a whole video about it, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I remember even before then, he was telling me I need his help. I needed his help. And I'm like, fam, I really don't. Because if I sit down and just put the time and effort into just doing what I've been doing, but times it by 10, why would I need your help? I'm saying I'm getting checks from YouTube. I'm able to pay my bills. I'm able to live a lavish life. Why would I need your help again? Like, it's stuff like that where it's like, bro, what can you do for me? Like, that's the stuff where it's like a person, I'm like, because at the end of the day, here's what I honestly think. He was going to probably get to a point in time where, in overall, I mean, both of them are the same, but I do remember he was doing videos on a guy that I beefed with. I don't know whether he was just going through my channel or came across his. I don't know. But anyways, there was a guy that I was beefing with. And no, he did know of him. I think he did know of him because of my channel and stuff, because I was really the only guy. It was the racist YouTuber and stuff, but he was like doing some videos on him and stuff. And I remember the night when me and Robot, when we got into it, and he mentioned him, and I was like, why is he mentioning him? Like, what is he? That ain't got nothing to do with you. And I remember I went onto his channel and seen one of his videos, and he was like, he talked about him briefly in one of his videos, and I was like, I see what he's trying to do. Okay, trying to get on my good side, or, you know, overall trying to, like, not even squash the beef, but I guess, like, just use me for, like, oh yeah, I'm using, like, the #1 guy that freaking ruined your whole YouTube channel and stuff. Because at the end of the day, like, my thing is this. It sucks to take credit to you know that there's this YouTuber, he, you know, I was one of the guys that not even one. I think I was, well, no, there was other people that did stand up to him and things, but I think I was like the biggest guy to stand up to him. Like, I was the one guy that was just exposing him and really just, you know, shutting down any argument that he would say to me. Minnesota boy, there was never a time where he got into an argument with me and he was right on it. So, of course, like, you know, Minnesota, because 2016, yeah, so he posted that video in 2015. He posted the whole video of him, like, why he hates white people, Minnesota boy. And, yeah, so it was that very next year. So, yeah, he was still, like, active in stuff on YouTube at the time. But he wasn't, like, as active because his channel, like, really had took a turn for the worse. Like, the next time I had heard from Minnesota Boy was the same time when me and Robot, when we got into it. And so, I think everybody knows the story already, but for those that don't. So, anyways, I remember Minnesota Boy, he was starting a rumor saying that I was adopted, and I was like, I don't know where that rumor came from. I never once. And the thing is like, okay, if I am, what is that? Like, people are going to view me differently because I'm adopted? Like, who cares if I'm adopted? You know how many adopted people are out there and stuff? Like, who cares? It was, I'm telling you, like, besides, like, my YouTube, just getting off topic real quick, besides, like, my YouTube beef, rumors on YouTube were so stupid, bro. Like, they never made any sense. Like, now getting back on me, I'll never forget, there's this, like, one kid, I think everybody knows who he is, but his name is, Glenn. I talked about him not too long ago. I did do an episode where I was talking on, I did, like, this, like, kind of, like, documentary style podcast episodes talking on my, you know, upbringing with content creating and stuff. And I think I did talk on him briefly and things. So, but no, there was this Glenn kid. I remember he was going around, like, telling everybody that there was this girl on YouTube at the time that was my girlfriend. And I'm like, okay, if she was, which she's not, why would that be a problem? Like, okay, we go on YouTube and say, yeah, we're dating. Okay, who cares? Like, it's stuff like that where it's all like, you're saying it like it's a bad thing. She, like, no, my thing is that there is this girl, she was a big fan, she was always commenting on my videos, showing love and support to my channel and stuff. And no, like, I still keep in contact with her till this day, because that's somebody that's like, I don't really consider her a fan, I consider her more of a friend now. Like, it got to the point where it was like, when we would have conversations, it wasn't even about YouTube, we were, like, talking as if we were, like, two friends, like, growing up and things. So, like, my thing is this. You know, I don't care if somebody, you know, starts up some rumor like that, because it's, you know, I'm going to deny it if it's not true, but I'm not going to be mad about it. You know, like, and then if it's something like wild and outlandish, I'm like, okay, who's gonna really believe that? Like, seriously. And, you know, it was crazy. But anyways, like, I'll never forget that. But moving back on to this, you know, whole robot situation and stuff. But yeah, like, it was, you know, it was in 2016, like, towards the end of the year and stuff, where he was, you know, trying to get me to do some crap with him. It was either going to be that he wanted me to do a video about Minnesota Boy, or at some point in time, he would have wanted me to repay him, you know, for his help, for his criticism and stuff. So that's why it's like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, I never trusted him, and I never trusted that whole situation, because I'm like, my thing is this is how you help a person with YouTube. You promote them. You shout them out. You show love to them. You talk with them on a regular basis. You go to their, you know, streams, TikToks, YouTube channel, whatever, and you show love in the comment sections. You don't go, because my thing is this. Do you think any of the people that I've shouted out on YouTube, let's say my friend, I just recently became friends with her, but Sweet Twee, she's a Twitch streamer, but do you think she would want to be friends with me if I was making fun of her Twitch channel, if I was making fun of her videos, if I was making fun of her TikTok account? Do you think she would want to be friends with me? And then just out of nowhere, out the blue, I'm like, oh, hey, let me help you. Let me help you grow your channel. Like, when my thing is this, when has that ever happened? When has anybody in this world has had beefs and problems with a person and then just out of nowhere work beside them? Because if there is, you know they for a fact didn't enjoy it. And I'm not going to enjoy it. My thing is this. When I'm making YouTube videos, when I'm being a content creator, I'm trying to enjoy my time being a content creator. I'm not going to work with people I don't trust. And I'm saying, like, the funny thing is that I do remember him at one point in time saying that me and him are just alike. And it's kind of like an on and off things. Like, I have to say, like, we share similarities, but I wouldn't say that we're alike and stuff. But I know for a fact, okay? And it's like that with a lot of people. If there's somebody that you don't trust, you have like a certain gut feeling about them, and you don't trust that person, why would you work with them? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you work with somebody that's brought nothing but hate and negativity to your channel? Here it is, you're trying to grow something, and they're trying to ruin what you grow, and then telling you, oh, grow these things in my, you know, like, way of growing stuff. No, you're your own content creator, and I'm my own content creator. Accept that. If he's still, because I still feel like that he's holding on to that grudge. He's holding on to that, you know, that one thing that was just like, nah, bro. It's like, because my thing is this. The beauty of being a content creator is growing without needing people's help, without needing people's handouts and stuff. Like, I never needed nothing from this man. So at the end of the day, why would you offer me help? There's all of these, and the one thing I feel like his fans just don't even realize is that all of his fans, there's a lot of his fans that were content creators and stuff. He never once shouted them out. He never once, you know, took the time to go check out their videos. Instead, he was just using all that stuff for himself. So, it's like, offer that help to your fans. Offer that so you can grow them to being, you know, YouTubers with 100K subscribers and stuff. And they getting a million views, like, what, every month, however many views he's getting and things. But, like, why offer me that help? That doesn't even make any sense. And there's fans out there that I'm pretty sure fans of you that would love that help. His fans don't realize that. No, they're too busy listening to everything that he says, following everything that he does. They can't be their own person. So they're like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to listen to everything that he says and does and make the best out of it. And I know for a fact it's going to get to a point in time, because I know a lot of them are like teenagers and kids and all that crap. I know it's going to get to a point in time when they grow up and they're all like, dang, man, like, I was really that cringy kid on social media. And you know they're going to delete their channels. You know they're going to delete their accounts, all that crap. And they most likely going to disappear. It sucks, though, because like there are some of them in that community, that hate community, they are, like, over the age and crap. And I'm like, fam, like, you guys are in your 20s carrying on like this. It trips me out, like, still to this day. You know, like, there's the one racist Twitter guy, and I'm all like, bro was in his 20s. There was the one dude from my Twitch channels, or my Twitch channel, where he would just say some old wild and outlandish stuff. It wasn't too long ago I actually wanted to, like, because I was gonna work on a video, but I was like, you know what, it's like that dude, because he's so weird. Like, this guy, I think I said that not too long ago, but I'm like, this dude, every time when I'm in a person's stream, he always feels like he needs to, like, announce that he's there, announce it. I'm like, fam, like, I really want to say, like, bro, stop being weird. Like, just honestly, stop. Like, nobody does not care, bro. But anyways, but it was like that. And I'm all like, bros in his 20s. I'm like, why do people carry on like this? Like, I get, like, if you're in high school carrying on like this, but I'm like, bro, you're in your 20s. Like, you should be starting your life. You should be, like, focusing on that. I feel like that's far more important than trying to worry, oh, let me see when TMossBoss is streaming. Let me see when he's posting and stuff. Like, it's sad, bro. That's really sad. I'm saying, like, my thing is this. Being a content creator, it should be about helping out people. It should be about helping out people and entertaining people. And there's some out there, it's like they ain't gonna follow that, but that's what content creating is about. Plain and simple, alright? So, anyways, what other things can I say about them? You know, the thing is, though, it's like, I feel like if I could give, like, one final, like, haymaker, you know, to those guys, that's what, and it wasn't too long ago where me and Robot, when we did, like, talk briefly on Twitter and stuff, and he was trying his hardest to get me to do, like, some private call with him. And I'm like, bro, nothing. When you made all those videos about me, did you have them as private videos? When you would go off on me and you're in my comment sections or social media, whatever, was that stuff ever private? Why all of a sudden now you want to have a private phone conversation? Like, that just don't seem right and stuff. Like, what I should have did was, like, nah, bro, if we're gonna have this private phone conversation, we're gonna do this, like, live on, like, YouTube or Twitch or something. But it's, like, where it's going, it ain't gonna be private. It's gonna be public, like how everything else was public. I'm like, nah, you gotta show out of all that other stuff. I'm like, why not? I'm like, you know, that just doesn't even make any sense. It's like, oh, now all of a sudden you want to keep things private. I'm like, I ain't with that. I ain't with that at all. And it's like, if my thing is this, because I know for a fact, it definitely, at some point in time in that conversation, it would have been like, oh, well, you should apologize for the stuff that you did. What have I done? Like, because my thing is this, I know they're going to most likely bring up, you know, some videos, like top tier videos that was made about me and stuff, like the suicidal girl situation. And for those that don't know that, so there was, and I proved for that stuff to be fake because, and plus people told me from that community that whole situation was fake. And so that's my thing is this, to know, like, to have a gut feeling that something is fake, and then to have people from that community tell me that whole situation was fake, like, come on, bro. But anyways, no, there was some person, you know, pretending to be suicidal. They reached out to me and was all like, oh, I need help. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the problem? Like, tell me. And they're not telling me what the issue is. I'm like, if you just tell me, I can help you. And the whole reason why they was like reaching out to me for help when there could have been suicide, like, hotlines and all this other crap and things, well, overall was to get a video out of me. But no, it was like National like Suicide Prevention Day or something like that. And I made a tweet out saying, like, hey, if you guys is ever dealing with anything, like, reach out to me. Like, you know, I'll sit down and hear what you have to say about stuff. And, yeah, like that, whoever that person was, they were just, you know, overall, like, doing that just to get a video. Because they was like, they know I'm going to have, like, a reaction to it and stuff. And it's like somebody's just spamming my Twitter. And I'm like, fam, calm down. Start from the beginning. What is wrong? And so then afterwards, sometime after that, and that's how I knew that whole situation was fake. But another person had reached out to me, and they were like, oh yeah, I'm feeling suicidal. I'm like, okay, well, what's the issue? And then they were going off about how, like, they were bullying kids in school. I'm like, well, have you tried reaching out to those people? And then they're all like, no. I'm like, okay, well, reach out to them. And they're trying to come up with every excuse on why they can't reach out to that person. And I'm like, fam, you came to me for help. Really, at the end of the day, it shouldn't be like you coming to me. It should have just been you going straight to finding out who these people were. And so, because my thing is this, everybody has social media. If not, you could do one of them like background checks or whatever, search that person's name up, keep calling around, do whatever you gotta do. But I'm like, fam, why are you coming to me for this type of stuff? Go reach out to them people and things. I'm like, that alone right there, it should have been a flag. But no, the major flag out of it all was that person was following Robot and another person I was beefing with at the time. So I asked them about it. I questioned them, and I was all like, why are you following Robot and then this other guy that I'm beefing with? He's like, I don't have to answer that question. I'm like, well, I already know where this conversation is going. So yeah, once I exposed them on that, it was funny because there wasn't no video being made about that situation. I'm all like, yeah, you guys made a video about the other situation, but I know you guys was going to make a video about that. But I'm saying at the end of the day, I feel like that, having conversations and talking with those guys, it's overall going to try to make me look like more of a bad guy. And that's why I really don't want to have no conversations with them, because when you think of a conversation, when you think of you're having a random you're having a conversation with a random person, that it's just going to be about anything, right? And I feel like with them, and I feel like when you have a conversation with one of your friends, it's going to be about anything. I feel like with these guys, we're going to be having a conversation and they're going to try to make it seem like that I was wrong for all the stuff that I did. And that's the stuff that I'm like, no, either we're going to have a legitimate one-on-one conversation where it's like we ain't going to be pointing fingers and all that stuff. We're actually taking the time to know of each other, to know who we are as people. But if it's going to be a situation where like, oh, we want to talk about this. Hey, we want to talk about this drama. I'm done with that crap, bro. I ain't trying to talk to anybody from that area of content creating. I have moved on, okay? The only time if I am going to talk about this is if I'm giving out advice or, for this, special edition and stuff. Or, just overall, like, reminiscing, story times, whatever it is and things. But other than that, I'm all like, I don't want to talk with you guys. I never did in the first place. I didn't even want to be bothered with you guys. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, let's start having conversations and talking with them and things. I'm like, this is just weird, bro. But anyways, no, it was, but it was funny though, because I remember when I had started, because like, no, the hate didn't stop, or the hate eventually stopped once when I had started like kind of, finding a newfound success on YouTube and stuff. And once when that went down, once my channel started, because my channel, it grew rapidly, and I was like, wow, dang, okay. I'm like, I'll take that. And so anyways, after that had went down, then it was like, oh no, let's leave them alone, because some of these guys from this, them other communities and stuff, they might take notice of that, and then next thing you know, they're in the receiving end of like freaking a flamethrower and stuff. So yeah, man, it is what it is, but, it's like, I can't, I just overall, like, I'm moving on from the situation. I'm like, hey, if those guys want to continue spreading the hate towards me, they haven't made a video on me in a while, so I'm like, that's a plus out of the whole situation. They still, from time to time, leave hate comments and crap, but, yeah, it's like, it's been, like, mad quiet, like, versus how it was, like, 3 years ago and stuff. Like, it was freaking crazy, man. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. I need to start my stream in like 15 minutes and stuff. So I was like, I just need to hurry up and get this episode out the way before I forget. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And then that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.